I always have a condom in my wallet so that you don't have that excuse of, oh, I don't have any, so let's not use. Sorry bro, I'm carrying my own.
Just condoms.
Combination pills.
Condom. Contraceptive pill.
We use condoms.
I felt like things like the IUD or the injection are more sort of long-term types of birth control, and I wanted something that if I ever felt like not taking it anymore, I was able to come off quickly.
Basically what I did was I went to my gynecologist, and she's the one who actually told me that the pill would be my best option in terms of contraception. So I just followed her advice. I used to have really bad periods before, where like I would have really bad backaches, cramps, like I was dead for like the first 2 days of my period, and that completely changed when I started taking the pill. No more period cramps. I mean, my back still hurt, but like very little.
Okay, do you know like how all those shows they show like how you put the condom on the banana? So my brother actually showed me how to do that. I think because at that point of time I was 17, and then like my friends, as a joke, was giving like condoms out for Valentine's Day, and then when he saw, I think he freaked out a bit and said, do you know how to put it on properly? And then I went, it's a joke. And then he was like, okay, no, I need to teach you how to do it on properly. I remember sex ed in secondary school, and then they were doing the whole, oh, abstinence is key. I'm like, yeah, try telling that to like a bunch of horny teenagers.
I vaguely remember there were classes where they had this broomstick and a condom placed on top of it. I remember condoms being passed around in class, so you could feel how it looks like. And okay, and they thought there things like expiry date and making sure it's not tonsil. I think that was good. But sexual education is very, very backward.
Oh, I didn't even have sexual health or sex education in school. There was one conversation in the 7th grade about periods, and that was it.
It's just the Sec 2 bio textbook chapter 6. The Singapore's education system is just trying to sort of instill in the students that, you know, sex is not that good, like, you know, you might get disease, then blah blah blah. They never really highlight the mental or emotional part of it.
Sex education needs to be a topic, and I think a huge part of this topic should be consent. More and more people are becoming more aware of it, but I feel that understanding what consent is at a young age can prevent so many issues. Men and women alike should feel that they have the right and they have the power on their bodies and the right to say no or to say yes whenever they feel like it. And they should never feel pressured into something they're not comfortable with.
20, I started dating my current boyfriend. 1 year into a relationship, I was spending a lot on birth control, and I was like, you know, this is something that should be kind of shared. So if you don't mind like chipping in, it would make me very happy. He was like, yeah, I don't see a reason why I shouldn't be doing that. So I think that kicked off a very open, transparent discussion in terms of sexual health.
So my mom is interestingly ahead of her time. She did talk to me about birth control and if I needed any advice, and I'm grateful because I feel that that removes that barrier between the both of us.
First thing that they ask you is, did you get fat? Or like, are your hips growing? Or like, are your boobs bigger?
The pill is not just for pregnancy prevention, it does have other benefits. Like prevents cysts in your ovaries, it can help you reduce acne, it can help you reduce cramps, lighten your periods, regulate them to 28-day cycles.
I've heard, at least from like a bunch of aunties, that like, oh, it's very difficult to have a child or to conceive if you take birth control pills and then you stop. I was definitely scared, but when I spoke to my doctor, and like she reassured me that like there aren't any long-term side effects to taking the pill, and you can take it forever before you decide to have a child.
I wish that there's no stigma against whether or not someone is, you know, married or whether someone is unmarried when they want to consider using birth control.
Oh, it's shameful for a girl to buy condoms. There's no shame in safe sex.
I think it's important to me, I mean, primarily because I think it gives me a lot of power over my sexual health. I think it's something that makes me feel in control of my body, of my reproductive health.
There needs to be wider awareness, there needs to be wider acceptance of people's preferences and sexual rights, and things need to be seen from a more positive perspective, right? So it's not always a bad thing, or it's not always a taboo. And if people are going to be having sex anyways, then why don't educate them and give them the right tools and equip themselves to do it in a safe way?
Continue staying on top of your sexual health. I think it's super important. It's another part of our health and wellness that should be recognized.
Ask your doctor, because if it's anything related to your health or anything related to your body, yes, you can Google and get answers, but you might also stumble upon like distorted facts. Ask your doctor, ask your gynecologist about what's best for you and follow their recommendation.